we. You know, like we Serbs, we Bosniaks, we Croats, we. And I don't want that kind of we in my job. When you are growing up in one really multi-ethnical community, when you have friends, Serbs, Croats, Muslims, you cannot expect and understand and perceive that it could be something really disastrous like the war. Just one day they're starting to kill you. Well, how can you throw grenades to the civil people, to the citizens? I have a lot of friends from my primary school which died as when they were 14 years old, 15 years old, and for me that was really something. It is not understandable, and I cannot describe all that my feelings in 1992 or 1993. I remember in the radio I was listening to Serbian radio, and a guy from Bihać, Slaviša Sablić is his name, and he just got like some breaking news story about how the Muslim people put the heads of Serbian civilians in the town or in the bridge in the center of Bihać. And I remember that because I was walking on that bridge and I see there is no any head, and it's like that kind of propaganda. It is not propaganda like in sophisticated way. There cannot be a war again. Why? Because European Union and European community would not let that kind of shit happen again. They let, I think that European Union let that happen in 1992 because they are not be uniform in the meaning to stop the war. I am also published, and it is really important for me, about the former general of the army of Bosnia and Herzegovina, who was courted in The Hague, and this was on the beginning of the trial, and I published the article about that Carla Del Ponte don't have anybody to testify against Sefer Halilović, which was his name, and after a 7-month trial, which is one of the shortest trial in tribunal in Hague, he was released free. I found this one of my biggest success to be in a part of which is really justified, which is really on a side of justice.
And Article 7.3 of the statute of the tribunal.
To me, because I have read it.
Bosnië was 10 jaar geleden nog onderdeel van Joegoslavië. De hoofdstad van het communistische land was Belgrado. En vandaag de dag is Belgrado nog steeds de hoofdstad van Servië. Onder het bewind van Slobodan Milosevic brak de Bosnisch-Servische oorlog uit. Doordat al het geld naar die oorlog ging, was er in Belgrado veel armoede. Gedurende die tijd had Milosevic het grootste deel van de Servische media in handen. Vanwege de vele propaganda stonden de Serven lange tijd achter hem. Na de Bosnisch-Servische oorlog begon er een strijd om Kosovo. De NAVO was het niet eens met Milosevic optreden in het gebied en bombardeerde Servische doelen, zoals Belgrado. Het enige radiostation dat zich afzette tegen Milosevic was B92.
On B92, you will hear, the both side. You can see the victims of Muslims during the Rome, of Croatian victims, and Serb victims, and on under television mostly Serbian victims, for instance. And we have a courage to go and to broadcast that news. A few times the B92 was banned because it was opposition and have big problems, and many people get hurt because police was chasing them through the city, and but B92 fights against that all the time.
Vidimo ovo kao neki nov početak.
A ko je nov vlasnik?
3 pravna lica su kupila dokumentaciju televizije.
Da li su novi vlasnici ljudi iz medija?
Ni to ne znam.
A iz Srbije?
Verujte, naše interesovanje nije...
Sigurno imate neke zaostale.
Ja evo samo za kraj mogu da kažem da evo narednih dana kada se tu stvari...
I have my theory because I think that journalists cannot be objective. Because they are persons, they are humans, and if you are a person, then you have your opinion. So, of course, in every situation, I have my opinion about that. But I can be fair, to listen to the both or third or how many sides the story have. So I will give opportunity everyone to tell their side of story. So I think that is the most important in journalism.
Prodajemo imovine u postupku stečaju plaćaju se na račun stečajnog i pod brojem 6 Pripak Niš, celine od 1 do 9 iz oglasa. Otvaram javno nadmetanje za prodaju imovine stečajnih dužnika i pozivam akcionara Božidara Đurića za zauzme svoje u viđenom stanju. Porezi i troškovi se dodaju na postignutu kupoprodajnu cenu. Učesnicima koji na javnom nadmetanju nisu stekli status kupca ili drugog najboljeg ponuđača depozit...
We have the Ministry for Capital Investment, and he was on some event on skiing, and there I have to ask him a question that wasn't involved with that event. It was about Milosevic's son Marko and something about that, because that ministry was involved in that case, and people want to know why is he involved in that case. You cannot imagine. His PR came to me and